So, last night had to be one of the best nights that I've had of my life in a long time. I've been so overworked with, finding stuff what to do for school, and, I've just been through hell and back with work. But I decided to give myself a little treat because, it's the weekend, and I worked my ass off, so I feel like I deserve this. Anyway, what I did is that I went to go see this new animated movie from the animated series Blue Lock, episode Nagi. If you guys know what Blue Lock is, it's an anime about soccer, which I love. I mean, it is so dope. It has such great opening and ending songs to it. The animation to it is beautiful. How it works around the environment and the characters in the series. Plus, their opening song, halfway through the first season, it is so badass. It's called Judgment, and it is probably one of the best opening songs I've heard of any opening series. So, let's if you've never heard it, let's try to play the, first 5 seconds or so from it, however long I can do without getting a copyright strike, because it's just a badass song that I love. I didn't have the camera I'm using right now with me, so I just recorded this on my phone, so I'm going to be using that footage. But when I got there was nobody there. It was empty. And reviews for this movie were mid, not so good, but honestly, I was a little nervous at first. There is literally no one in this theater right now. Granted, I'm 20 minutes early, but it's nothing like Demon Slayer when it was packed. So, a little nervous. But luckily, when the movie started, there were 8 people that showed up. There were a group of 3 friends and a group of 3 goth girls that came in later. So there were about 6 of us in the theater. But still, for a premiere of a movie, not great. Anyway, let's get right into what went down in Blue Lock, episode Nagi. The movie wastes no time introducing its main character. The screen opens up, we got Nagi, he's sitting at his desk just looking out the window, and he's having this inner monologue about, he's watching these other students playing these sports and doing these studies and stuff. And in his mind, he's just why do students try so hard? Why are they trying to make their life so difficult? Why does life have to be a hassle? This is so boring. I just want to slack off. I want to play video games my whole life. And if you know Nagi, that is 100% his character. It was awesome, just that they're starting off the movie just with Nagi's inner monologue about how he just wants to be a slacker for his whole life. I liked it. So the next scene we have Rayo, the one who has introduced Nagi to soccer. It's the scene from the TV series where he's walking through the hallway and he turns the corner and he bumps into Nagi. And Nagi's phone goes flying and Nagi's like, "Crap! That's gonna break!" And then Nagi jumps from the stairs and he uses his foot to catch the phone. And he's like, "Oh sweet, I didn't die either." And that's when, if you've seen the series, that's when Rayo's like, "Hey, you have to be on the soccer team, you gotta join me." And Nagi's just like, "Nah, that sounds like a hassle." And that's when Rayo's like, "Oh, come on, it's gonna be so much fun." Nagi's just like, "I said no." And Nagi just walks away. And then we get the scene of Nagi at his house. So, it's during the morning, Nagi wakes up and he's like, "Why do people have to be hungry? If we didn't have to be hungry, we wouldn't have to eat. If we didn't have to eat, we wouldn't have to survive. Why is life such a hassle?" And I guess he lives by himself. But there's a scene where he's shirtless in his bathroom and brushing his teeth. And dude, the guy is ripped. Anyway, he gets ready for school. And we hear Reo shouting to Nagi, like, "Hey, Reo! Alright, Nagi! I got us signed up for the soccer team. You should totally join." And again, Nagi's just like, "No, thank you. Just sounds like a hassle." And Reo just will not pick off of Nagi. Like, there's the scene where Nagi is on the roof of the school playing his video games, and Reo's like, "Hey, I found you, Nagi. Come on, let's play soccer." And Nagi's just like, "I told you, Reo, I don't even know the rules. Why are you so determined to want me to play soccer?" And then we get this flashback of Reo's life, and it's kind of weird that they chose to use this music. It was the music when something sad happens. It's called All for One and One for All. And it's just like Reo's just saying, "I hated my life. I was such a spoiled brat. Anything I wanted, I got." And then he finally saw that on TV. He saw that this team had the soccer trophy, the World Cup trophy. And Reo's like, "I want that." And then, like, the episode in the season 1, his dad's like, "You are an idiot. You are not doing soccer. I train you to take over my company. That's what you're gonna be doing. Besides, you're way too old. People who do that, who start out in soccer, are like half your age, and you've never even played the game." And so he does have kind of a sad background, like, kind of whatever he wanted he got, but when he tries to get stuff himself, no one believes in him. Basically, it was my background, honestly. But yeah, anyway, Reo finally decides just to drag Nagi to the soccer team to see what it's like. So both Reo and Nagi get to the campus where everyone on the soccer team meets, and Nagi, before they go in the building, like, Nagi's like, "I told you, Reo, I don't even know the rules to this game." And Reo's just like, "Don't worry, Nagi, you just do what I tell you, and we'll be fine." And they go in the building, and everyone's like, "Whoa, what's up? It's Captain Reo!" And Nagi's just like, "You sure are popular. Did you pull some strings or something?" And Reo said that, "Yeah, I know some people around town. I was able to become captain of the soccer team." And then we get this scene where Reo's butler, like, she delivers a letter to Reo saying that Reo's dad arranged a soccer match between the high school soccer team and, like, a really, really, really good soccer team that was going to be going to nationals. And in the letter, it says that Reo's dad tells Reo to consider this a little gift. And Reo's just like, "Gift my ass! This old man is just trying to crush my dreams." But you know what? We're gonna prove him wrong. We're gonna beat this team. We're gonna go out there, we're gonna kick their asses, and we're gonna prove to my dad that we're amazing. And everyone is behind Reo. They're like, "Oh yeah, we can totally do this, Captain. We got this." And you got Nagi, who's just like, "Sounds like a hassle. I'm going home." And before he can leave, Reo, like, grabs onto his shoulder, and he's like, "Come on, Nagi, you know you want to." And Nagi's just like, "Reo, ow." And Reo's like, "Come on, bud, you know you'll have fun. Let's just give it a try." And it's funny, because the way it's animated, like, they're all like poppy. They look like Funko Pops. Like, Reo's all happy, and you've got Nagi who just looks all uncomfortable. And again, he says, "Ow!" Then we get the scene to where they're gonna play soccer against the really good team. So before the game starts, we got this like trash talk going on between Rayo and the captain of the other team, and the other team's captain's like, "Oh, you guys are so dead. We're gonna kick your ass so bad." And Rayo's just like, "Oh no, boy. Between me and Nagi here, it's not our asses that are gonna be kicked." And so they start playing the game, and we get this awesome scene. Like, if you've seen any episodes of Blue Lock where Nagi and Rayo play together, they are just amazing in that game. And they end up winning the game, and like, Ego's recruiter, Ego's like the main guy who controls Blue Lock, she calls Ego and says that she's gonna give both Nagi and Rayo the letter to come to Blue Lock, because she just thinks they're amazing. So, like the opening scene of when Blue Lock are first shown, all the students are in that 180 waiting area. Yeah, can't talk right now. We finally got Ego coming out. He gives his big speech about how you can become Japan's #1 striker, and how in the original series, Isagi has the vision of him playing for Japan and making the winning goal for the team. It's Nagi, it's him playing for Japan and getting the winning goal. And the next scene we got them all running into the room of Blue Lock, except for Rayo and Nagi. And Rayo's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 dude, what are you doing?" And Nagi's just like, "This is just a hassle. I'm going home." And we got we have Ego who sees them, and he's like, "Oh, 2 stragglers, eh? What's up?" And Nagi's just like, "I think I can easily make Japan's team and score a winning goal for us to win the cup without this whole Blue Lock thing." And Ego, he doesn't really get mad. He's just like, he kind of looks like, okay, this kid may know what he's talking about. He may be full of himself, but yeah, he's kind of a douche right now for disrespecting my program. And Ego just tells him to, "Nagi, lock off if you don't want to be here." And Rayo, he finally convinces Nagi to get into Blue Lock, but Nagi's just like, "I'm gonna do this as long as you're with me the whole way." And Rayo's just like, "Wouldn't have it any other way, partner." And then they run to join the others who have already ran into the other room to get on the buses and go to Blue Lock. I love that this scene is awesome. I love that they finally go into the room. Like in the series where Isagi and the others play tag, we get to see what's happening with Nagi and the others. The one guy from Da is there, and he's talking more trash to them, and Nagi tries to remember it, but he just sees him as a sludge monster. And he's like, "Oh yeah, he's kind of familiar." That got a good laugh out of me. But they start playing tag, and that one guy who wears the glasses, who says he's really dumb, he is really dumb, he tries to be smart, he gets the ball, he's like, "Woo! I won! Sorry, but I'm gonna be king of Blue Lock, you guys, not you!" And they're all looking at him like, "Are you an idiot?" And they tell him that it's the guy who has the ball that gets kicked out at the end, you moron. And so that really pisses him off. That's when he starts playing. And he kicks the ball to Rayo. Rayo dodges it, and Nagi gets a whack in the face. And Nagi, he gets a fire under him at this point. But he's like, "Hey Rayo, you said that you can choose anyone to have the ball, right?" And Rayo's like, yeah. And Nagi just says, "Fine. I don't want to play. I'll just go home." And he goes in the corner and sits down. And Rayo's just like, "Why do I have to payback you for everything?" And then they keep playing, and you think Nagi's just gonna be this super lazy kid this whole time, but it's back to the kid with the dumb kid with the glasses, and he kicks the ball at Rayo again, And Rayo's like, there's only 4 seconds left in the game. And Rayo's like, shit, I'm gonna go home. My dreams are ruined. And we get a close-up of the timer slowing down to like 2 seconds left. And Nagi's like, no, we can't have that. And he kicks the ball back to the kid with the glasses. And the kid with the glasses jumps over the ball. Like, woohoo! And it ends up getting the kid right in the chest. The kid that's from da-da-da-da-da. So he ends up locking off, but it's a super fun scene of tag from the point of Nagi and Rayo. That was awesome. So after the first game of Blue Lock, where they win their game from 8-0, Nagi is in the bath, and he sees the kid with the glasses, and the kid with the glasses said, I know I'm dumb, okay, Nagi? I've been told I'm dumb my whole life. But when I was young, I discovered I was super fast. That's why I'm here at Blue Lock. I want to show the world that even though I'm stupid, I can accomplish things. And Nagi's like, yeah, I'm just not interested in this game. I'm following Rayo's advice. Trust me on this. If we follow Rayo, we can go all the way with this sport. And that's how, his name's like Tatsuyama or something like that. That's how him, Rayo, Nagi, that's how they form that trio. Just believing that Rayo's gonna be their team leader and he can take them to the top. But it's a fun scene to watch to see that guy's origin. Even though he's really dumb, it's awesome to know that he's trying hard to make it hard to make something of himself in life. I thought that was cool. So finally, we're at the game against Team Z, and just seeing the way that Team Z plays, how they rely on each other to score goals, and just how they actually work as a team. Instead of just him, Tatsuyama, and Rayo working together, it's everyone playing together, and something sparks in Nagi. He's like, these guys, I love this feeling. What is it that drives their egos? And I love the animation in it, because whenever Nagi gets fired up, like, we get this animation of, like, the background of wherever Nagi is. It just gets surrounded in blue fire and skulls. Like, it's his inner demon coming out. And it's awesome. Like, there's one part, like, the same thing where, Bachira, like, makes this amazing move. It's just with different music, how he gets through everyone on Team V and scores a goal. It's a really fun scene to watch. But again, like, in the Season 1, when Isagi and Nagi are playing against each other for the first time, and Isagi tells Nagi to shut up, you genius, and that makes Nagi just stop. Like, unlike in the Season 1, though, in the movie, we got Nagi who just says, whoa, I got yelled at. What is it that drives this guy? He's a genius! Oh, man. Just, I love that scene. Just, it's so cool to see these monsters and people just come out and these amazing athletes go all out to beat each other. Super cool. So, after the game, it jumps to the second selection, how they gotta form the teams of 3 to eventually get up to teams of 5. And, we get the scene where Nagi joins Isagi and Bachira, and it's really sad. Like, it wasn't super sad in the first season because nothing really happened, but in this movie, like, we have Rayo in his mind, how he kind of regrets not saying anything really super supportive to Nagi before he left. Like, in the actual show, all we have is Rayo just crying. But in this, we have Rayo in the corner. He's still crying, but he's like, I had no idea you were progressing, Nagi. I was just sheltering you this whole time, telling you what to do. It wasn't until just barely that I saw that you are an amazing player. Please, if I had said that to you, I was afraid you were going to leave me behind. It's a pretty sad scene. It's like one of those anime scenes where two best friends are saying goodbye. Man, it was sad, but you know they're gonna get together again. But it was still a really cool scene to see. I liked it. After that, we get a montage of all the games in the second selection, how they face up against Rayo's team and take Shiguri, how they take Baro, and the movie ends when they have the team of 5, and Ayo says that Blue Lock is in danger of being shut down, but they're going to be playing against the U20 in soccer, and if they can beat U20, they can hijack that, and Blue Lock will continue on. And that's how it ends. We get the same ending the first season had, but now Nagi has a complete fire in his soul for soccer. He wants to chase the people that are better than him. He knows that he's not the best. He realizes Isagi was a total monster that he wanted to go after, and now Rin's a bigger monster that he has to chase after. It is really cool. I loved this movie. So what would I give this movie? I would give it a 10 out of 10, honestly. Like, the animation to it is amazing. The voice acting is great. The parts of it made me laugh. Parts of it made me, like, super excited. The soundtrack to it is so dope. I just want to buy the soundtrack because they have amazing music in this movie. Anyway, yeah, a 10 out of 10 movie for sure. I loved it. If you loved the first season of Blue Lock, definitely check out episode Nagi, because it is just as good. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I would love it. If you've seen the movie, episode Nagi, let me know you thought of it, because I loved it, as I've said before. Anyway, leave a comment what you thought of it. Anyway, that's it, guys. See you next time.